So, before I further make a jerk of myself, what was your first fight stick for consoles? This question comes from Zombie Lloyd.
Zombie Lloyd, huh?
Yes.
My first fight stick was, we called them arcade sticks back in the day. It was for the PlayStation 1, probably. PlayStation 2. It was for the PlayStation 2. When Capcom vs. Arcade 2 came out. And it wasn't like today where it's like, here's Mad Catz with the best parts, you know, or Hori. Basically, you go to the store, and you get this piece of crap plastic thing, and I broke it in like 2 days, just doing like Shoryuken motions, like snap the fucking stick. And then there was, at this point, I remember used American sticks, which was the bat top, the really like hard to push buttons. And there was just this dude in California, and they were called MAS sticks, M-A-S, MAS sticks. And there's big giant wooden sticks, had all American parts, and this was like the top thing. And I got one of these things. It's fucking giant. You lug this thing, a big wooden thing.
It was heavy.
Yeah, you bring it to tournaments. It was a big pain in the ass. And then like 2005, 2006, you started to see like these Japanese sticks started to like come in. You couldn't get them in the U.S. You had to import them. But my friend Min got one. Min's a member of Team Spooky. You see him all the time. He's in a lot of our videos as well. But he was the first one, like in our community, in our circle of friends that had it, and I liked it, so I got one too. And then we played on them. Then he's like, "There's this thing called Sanwa buttons and Sanwa sticks." You're like, "Okay, this is like what they use in Japanese arcades." You had to import them; it was expensive. So I had that. I was like one of the first people in the area, like the Northeast, to have that. And you go to tournaments and you bring it. People want to like check it out. Like, what the hell is it? And they would like mess with it. And then today, like, it's so easy to get that stuff. It's like it became the standard. The American stuff had never existed, basically.
So you started the trend.
I'm not saying I started it, but like I think they knew they realized there was money to be made in that that the Japanese sticks were so much better, and if they sold them to an American market, they could make money. So they finally realized that. Probably from a lot of people importing parts, they're like, why don't we just sell them to them? So yeah, that's pretty much my story with sticks.
I choose to give you credit for that.
I will take it.
Well, your next question comes from Gamer Nicole. Rambo, why do you always wear hats? I have no problem with it, just curious. Heart. Seriously, there's a heart.
I don't know why does Superman wear a cape? You know, why does Batman have the cowl?
Well, his mom made it for him.
Why does
Superman's case?
So it's part of my my superpower ability in person. So it's my vague answer for you.
All right. Here's a question from One Mario Chief. Hey John, do you keep the games that you buy or do you trade them in after you're done?
I never trade games in. Like I don't believe it's a good thing to do. You're basically just making some money for someone else. So it's two things I like to do. I don't buy crap games. Now if you go to certain stores, they'll tell you every game is great. They say, why don't you reserve all these games? Every game is the best ever.
Pony time.
So I don't really reserve games either. I think like you never really know if something's good until it comes out, and you look at the proper reviews at like trusted places, so I don't really reserve games in the first place. And then second of all, like I don't, if you're not buying crappy games, like that means all the games you have are good, and you shouldn't get rid of them. They're like would you get rid of a great CD, a great album? It's something to keep, and so it's pretty much how I look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
If there is a game I really don't want or don't like, I will sell on eBay. It's the best option. It's happened to me a couple times.
Something you just didn't decide you want anymore?
Yeah, it's stuff I like just didn't. I was like, I just don't like this. I will sell on eBay. It's the best way to go about this stuff. And like some people like to get the whole GameStop thing. Like they started this like culture of like disposable. Like everything's disposable. They want you to reserve a game. As soon as you reserve a game, you buy it. They're telling you to trade that game in that you just bought. They want you to trade that in like the next day. And you trade it in within this amount of time, you get more credit. So it's like you're telling me to buy something over and over again, and as soon as I buy it, you're telling me to get rid of it to get something else.
It sounds like a disposable camera, for those of you who remember what those are. Like, you buy it and you just bring it back to the store.
Right, and basically what happens is the game industry sees this, and they're like, why give them everything in one package? It's disposable. We can sell them 5 games that could be, one game. So I think it's it's a terrible trend and something that's happened. And I think you used to get more for your dollar because before this disposable culture was created by GameStop and people like that. So, and if you can't afford to if you can't afford to buy a game and keep the game, you probably shouldn't be buying games, right?
Yeah.
If you can't afford to keep something long term, you have to trade it in to get another something else. You probably shouldn't be getting it.
Oh. For
2 reasons. If you're getting something just to get rid of later, it's probably not quality, right?
I guess not.
Because you're going to get rid of it.
Then why'd you buy it in the first place?
Exactly. So I don't know. It's my 2 cents.
Well, this next question comes from Lolcat with a K. One question, John. Would you like some balls? Lol, dude, that was the best, man. Do more co-op with Phil. You two are a dynamic duo. Which one's Robin?
I don't know if that's a question.
Well, the balls part is a question, but...
I'm the one that offers balls around here, sir, not you. I will offer you the balls and everyone else. So you tell me your answer.
We're waiting.
Continue.
This question is from Elio, the guy who makes frozen pizzas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I recall you saying you were into the skateboarding scene in your gaming collection video. How much of a skater were you? Tricks? Casual? And do you still skate?
I was pretty big into it at one point. I had a birdhouse board. I was able to ollie pretty high. People thought I could ollie really high. I was able to go over not crazy stuff. I was able to jump over boxes and things like that. I got to the point where I could kickflip pretty well, and that was one of the greatest things I ever did. Because I tried, fell and couldn't do it, and some of my friends were able to do it before me, and I finally I was able to do it. I was able to do it going pretty quickly as well.
Wow.
I don't know. I just kind of fell out of it. I think the group of friends that I was with that did that, we kind of going our separate ways and stuff. But I can still do it. I can't do the tricks as well. I can still ride pretty well and stuff like that. But getting older now, I saw some crazy stuff go on, people landing, with a piece of cement between their legs and stuff like that. So I got some scars on my elbows, and I don't know. It's fun though. I used to like Thrasher and all that stuff.
And you made it through with your skull intact.
Yeah, I did it. It was fun. I went to a couple skate parks, and it was good times. So sometimes you gotta, leave behind things that you loved.
For the next generation.
Yeah, it's for the next people. It's not my thing anymore.
Yeah.